When football fans talk about joy, freedom, and magic on a football pitch, one player's name always appears above the rest: Ronaldinho. He didn't just play football. He made people fall in love with it. With a smile on his face and a ball at his feet, Ronaldinho turned football into art. Tricks, flicks, impossible passes, outrageous goals. He played the game with an imagination few players in history could match. For many fans, Ronaldinho was football at its purest. Born on March 21, 1980, in Porto Alegre, Brazil, Ronaldinho grew up surrounded by football. His father worked at a shipyard and was also involved with a local football club, while his older brother Roberto Assis became an important influence on his career. But Ronaldinho's childhood also included heartbreak. When he was just 8 years old, his father tragically died after suffering a heart attack. The loss deeply affected Ronaldinho and his family, but football became both an escape and a purpose. Even as a child, his talent looked unbelievable. Stories quickly spread across Brazil about a young boy humiliating defenders with outrageous skills and impossible dribbles. It did not take long before the football world noticed him. Ronaldinho began his professional career with Grêmio FBPA, where his skill and creativity immediately made him one of Brazil's brightest young stars. By the late 1990s, he was already becoming famous for tricks that most players would never even attempt. Stepovers, no-look passes, elastic dribbles, rainbow flicks. Ronaldinho played without fear. In 2001, he moved to Europe to join Paris Saint-Germain. Although his time in France was inconsistent, flashes of brilliance showed the world what was coming. Then came the 2002 FIFA World Cup. Playing alongside Ronaldo Nazario and Rivaldo, Ronaldinho became part of Brazil's legendary attacking trio. One moment from that tournament became unforgettable. Against England national football team in the quarter-finals, Ronaldinho scored one of the most famous goals in World Cup history, a stunning long-range free kick that flew over goalkeeper David Seaman. Brazil would go on to win the World Cup, giving Ronaldinho the biggest prize in football at just 22 years old. But the best years of his career were still ahead. In 2003, Ronaldinho joined FC Barcelona. At the time, Barcelona was struggling both financially and on the pitch. The club needed hope. Ronaldinho gave them belief again. Almost instantly, Barcelona transformed into one of the most exciting teams in world football. Ronaldinho played with freedom and joy that defenders simply could not handle. Every match felt unpredictable because nobody knew what he might do next. No-look passes, backheel assists, impossible dribbles, goals from impossible angles. And somehow, he always played with a smile. Former teammate Lionel Messi later said, "Ronaldinho changed Barcelona." Many people inside the club believe he laid the foundation for Barcelona's modern golden era. During his time at Barcelona, Ronaldinho won 2 La Liga titles, UEFA Champions League, Ballon d'Or, and 2 FIFA World Player of the Year awards. At his peak, he was widely considered the best footballer on the planet. One of the most iconic moments of his career came in 2005 against Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. After destroying Madrid's defense with 2 brilliant goals, even Real Madrid supporters stood up and applauded him. Very few visiting players in football history have received that level of respect inside Madrid Stadium. What made Ronaldinho special was not just his skill. It was the joy. Football looked fun when he played. Children copied his tricks in playgrounds across the world. Fans watched matches simply hoping to see him produce something unforgettable. He inspired an entire generation of footballers. Players like Messi and Neymar grew up idolizing him. But Ronaldinho's career also showed how difficult it is to stay at the top forever. As the years passed, injuries, fitness issues, and lifestyle choices began affecting his performances. Although he still produced moments of brilliance later with clubs like AC Milan and Club Atlético Mineiro, many fans believe his absolute peak ended too soon. Even so, his legacy never faded, because Ronaldinho gave football something statistics cannot measure: happiness. He reminded the world why people fall in love with football in the first place. Not just to win. Not just for trophies. But for creativity, freedom, joy. That is why Ronaldinho will always be remembered as a true footballing icon. Not just because he won trophies. Not just because he was one of the greatest players in the world. But because he made football magical. If you enjoyed this episode of True Footballing Icons, make sure to leave a like. And let us know in the comments, was Ronaldinho the most entertaining footballer of all time?